Hello everyone, welcome to Aptitude Made Simple. Today we are going to learn mental calculation trick for subtraction. We are going to do that by using the technique of addition. So while doing subtraction, we will not use the subtract operation. We will do the addition operation and we will be solving the subtraction problems using the addition only. So let's look at the roadmap for learning this. First, we will see what is prerequisite. Then which operation is simple for us? It's addition or subtraction. What is simple for us? Then we will look at the trick one where we can use addition to solve the subtraction problems. Then we will look at trick two where we will look at the vertical subtraction problems without carry. The way we do vertical subtraction, we write one number and then we write one number below that and we try to subtract it. So without carry, we will see that. And then trick three is for whenever we have a carry over there. So let's get started with this. So prerequisite for this is we should be comfortable in doing the calculation of addition orally. So if you have not seen the earlier video, the link is given in the description for mental calculation tricks on addition. So you can check that before proceeding with this video. Then let's see. Which operation is simple for us, addition or subtraction? So some of you may say addition is simple for you. Some of you may say subtraction is simple for you. So let's try to do a couple of tasks and then conclude whether addition is simple or subtraction is simple. So task one is you have to say numbers from 1 to 100 loudly. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then you have to maintain the accuracy also. So while doing this 1 to 100, you have to calculate that time, how much time you require to say all these numbers. Similarly, you have to do task 2, where you have to say numbers from 100 to 1 with accuracy only, and 100, 99, 98 like this till 1. So you have to note down the time for this both task. So I'm writing the time which I required for doing this activity. So task 1, when I said 1 to 100, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that till 100, it was done in 48 seconds. And when I did it in a reverse way, it took around 80 seconds. So you can note down your time and then observe that. So most of the person would need more time in task 2. So you will be able to do this in less time, task 1, and task 2 will need more time. So why it happens? So there are a couple of reasons. So whenever we learn maths or numbers, we usually learn it like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we practice in that way only. So we never practice it like 100, 99 in reverse order. So that's why it took us more time when we did it in a reverse way. And then another thing is there that when you were saying 1 to 100, what you were doing? You were basically adding 1 plus 1 plus 1 kind of thing. And when you were doing 100 to 1, what you were doing? You were doing subtraction. So what this shows, our brain is more comfortable in doing the addition rather than subtraction. So let's look at this method where we can use addition in order to solve the subtraction problem. So let's assume that we have to do 100 minus 73. So first of all, you can solve it with your regular subtraction method and write down the answers for it. Once it is done, we will try to use addition technique over here. So hope you would have got some answer when you have done 100 minus 73, you have got some answer over here. Now, rather than doing subtraction, try to see the question in such a way. How much should I add in 73 so it becomes 100? So instead of doing 100 minus 73, try to ask question to yourself, how much should I add in 73 so it becomes 73 so it becomes 100? So nearest 10th place you can say 73 plus 7, that becomes 80. So you have first added 7 and then you added 20, then you will get 100. So first we added 7 and then we added 20. So technically we added 27 to this. So hope this will require less time as compared to what we were doing with normal subtraction. Let's take another example. So 75 minus 38. You can try with your normal method first. And then now try to ask yourself, how much should I add in 38? So it becomes 75. As we have seen in addition tricks, if we add in a count of 10, 10, it becomes easy for us. So 38 plus 30, it becomes 68. And now how much you have to further add to make it 75? 68 plus 7 is 75. So we can say that first we added 30 and then we added 7. So technically we added 30 plus 7, that is 37. So your answer would have been 37 when you would have done this thing. So this makes the thing easy because we can do the addition quickly as compared to subtraction. Let's look at the next problem. 780 minus 120. Try to ask yourself how much I should add in 120 so I get 780. Now 120 to 780, that is a bit challenging to get directly. So what you can do, first you reach 180 and then you further add it. So you do 120 plus 60, you get 180. And now in 180, you can simply add 600, that will become 780. So technically how much we have added over here? We have added 60 originally and then 600. So we added 660 over here. So 780 minus 120 will become 660. Okay. Now we will look at the trick to solve the vertical subtraction without carry. So let's look at this normal example. 10 minus 4 is 6. 75 minus 20 is 25. You would have solved this kind of question. But do you know that how to check whether your answer is correct or not? This is the bigger number. This is the smaller number. When you subtract smaller number from bigger number, you get certain answer. So 10 minus 4 becomes 6. 75 minus 20 becomes 55. But how do you verify that your answer is correct? So one way to verify is this and this. If you add, you should get this. Like if you add 6 plus 4, you are getting 10 over here. So your answer is correct. If you add 55 plus 20, you will get 75. So your answer is correct. So this is one of the way to verify our subtraction answer. And now we are going to use the same technique to solve the subtraction problem. Let's look at this problem 1. 789 minus 423. Now start from the right hand side the way usually we do. How much I should add in 3 so it becomes 9? So how much I should add in 3 so it becomes 9? So if I add 6 in it, it becomes 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. How much should I add in 2 so it becomes 8? 6 plus 2 is 8. How much should I add in 4 so it becomes 7? If I add 3 plus 4, that is 7. So our answer is 366. Initially we started from right. How much should I add in 3 so it become 9? So we added 6. How much should I add in 2 so it become 8? We got 6. How much should I add in 4 so it becomes 7? 4 plus 3 is 7. Let's try to do the similar problem. How much should I add in 3 so it becomes 6? We know 3 plus 3 is 6. So we should write 3 over here. How much should I add in 2 so it becomes 8? 6 plus 2 is 8. So we got 6 over here. And then how much should I add in 4 so it becomes 9? So 4 plus 5 is 9. So we got our answer as 563. So these are the problems where we don't have any carry inward. So it is very straightforward. How much should I add in 3 so it becomes 6? 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 6 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. So these were the problem where carry was not there. But whenever carry is there, we might need to have some additional step in order to do this problem. So let's look at this problem. 2000 minus 765. Now earlier what we did, how much we should add in 3 so it gets 6. So we got 3 plus 3, that is 6. But now here you see, how much should I add in 5 so it becomes 0? So we cannot get such a digit which we can add in 5 and we get 0 because 0 is smaller than 5. So whenever it happens like that, this top digit is smaller than this, what you have to do, consider this as a 10. So if it is 0, consider it as a 10. If it is 2, consider it as a 12. Okay. So let's see. how much should I add in 5 so it becomes 10? If I add 5, 5 plus 5, that becomes 10. So 5 plus 5 is 10. And the way we write the carry in addition at the top, here we are just going to write it at the bottom. So here you see 5 plus 5 become 10. So I have written 0. 0 is already there and 1 is carry. Now 1 plus 6 is 7. Now 1 plus 6 is 7. How much should I add in 7 so it becomes 0? Again, we can see 0 is smaller than 7, so we cannot get such a number. So we need to consider this 0 as a 10. So 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 3 will become 10. Now 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. So we have written 0 over here. We should write 1 over here. So as a carry. Now again, same thing. 7 plus 1 is 8. What should I add in 8 so it becomes 0? Again, 0 is the small number, so we'll consider 0 as 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. So we will write here 2. So you can see here 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 7 is 10. Now when we are writing 10, we are just writing 0 over here. So what is carry over here? 1. Now, how much should I add in 1 so it becomes 2? Because here we don't have any number, so that it is 0 only. So how much should I add it 1 so it becomes 2? 1 plus 1 is 2. So our answer is 1, 2, 3, 5. You can solve it with the normal subtraction method and verify your answer, whether it is correct or not. Okay, let's try to do one more problem like this. Let's start from the right hand side. 2360 minus 985. Now, let's see. What you should add in 5 so it becomes 0. We cannot get such a number. So consider this 0 as a 10. So if I add 5 plus 5, it will become 10. So 5 plus 5 is 10. We have written 0. And we should write 1 as a carry over here. Because it was 10 and we have written 0 at the top. Now 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus something is 6. 9 plus something is 6. But 6 is smaller number. So again, 6 you have to consider it as a 16. So 9 plus 7 is 16. So you will write 7 over here. And when we have 16, we have written 6 over here. We just need to write 1 carry over here. Now 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus what will end with 3? So 10 plus 13, 10 plus 3 is 13. So here is 3. So you have to consider it as a 13. Because it was greater than 9 plus 1, this sum. So 10 plus 3 become 13. Now again you have written 3. 1 is carry. So 1 is carry. Now how much should I add in 1 so it becomes 2? 1 plus 1 is 2. So with this technique, what you can achieve without having any subtraction knowledge, just use the addition and you will get the answer. We all know that everyone has a trouble while doing the subtraction. Now you can easily do subtraction because you just need to use addition. You don't need to use any of the subtraction operation over here. Thank you.